Hi, welcome to the Passionate Spinner podcast. My name is Tracy. You can find me as Schnüffeltier on Ravelry and Instagram. This is not a usual episode for this podcast. This is my Woollinn 2019 recap video where I talk about my experiences and all the things I got at the Woollinn Fest in Dublin last weekend. So if you're not interested in seeing yarn that other people bought, that might not be the one for you to check out. But if you like seeing what other people buy, I'm going to show you stuff. So to be completely honest, right in the beginning, I'm not having the best of days. I have a very meh day. So I thought playing with my new yarn and showing it off might help my mood to brighten. So let's try this. I flew out to Dublin with my husband and son and two of our friends on Wednesday last week. We arrived very late in the evening and didn't do anything. We just got our car and drove to the hotel. We were staying in the hotel where the festival took place, which was very convenient. And it also was a very nice hotel. So that was a good thing. On Thursday, we went out and visited two different gardens. We went to the Kilruddery House and Gardens and to the Powerscourt Estate. And they were both very beautiful. We did a lot of walking and lots of eating because, eating is nice. And yeah, we just had a very good day. We also did some shopping. Yeah, walked around a mall and had food there. And then Friday was the first day of the festival. And I didn't do any of the fringe events that were going on, knit nights and stuff like that. So on Friday, we got in, the festival opened at 10 and we got in like 10:30. And it was really nice. It was not it was not as full as EYF, which is always good for me because EYF is so full that you couldn't fall over. But in Woollinn, it was different. There were still lots of people there, but it was never so crowded that it felt uncomfortable. They had their booth divided in half, basically, and half was in the hotel in a ballroom, I think it is normally, and the other half was outside in a marquee. And just in general, the booths were amazing. There were so many great vendors there, and I had a hard time choosing. So I tried walking around, seeing everything first before I decide on what I want to get. And I did pretty well with that until I came to the Woollinn booth, and just yeah, there I did my first purchase, and I love everything I got there. So I spent most of my money at their booth because I love their stuff. And I've only ever bought it in real life. I never ordered online. So it was nice seeing them there. So yeah, I'm going to show what I bought in the end. And oh, now that's a good thing. Wonderful frame to freeze at me. Oh, this camera is driving me crazy. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to show all the things I bought in the end, and I'm going to talk about what I did now. So Friday, we spent all day walking around the marketplace and just enjoying being there. And then my friend and I, that is. And then later our men joined us again and we had dinner. And then the most amazing thing about the whole Dublin experience was my husband and I went out alone for the first time since Tim was born. And we went to see Bill Bailey. He is a British comedian and musician and multi-instrumentalist, and it was just so amazing. So my husband and I, we went out to that concert in Dublin, and my friend and her husband took care of Tim, and it was amazing. It wasn't a problem at all. He was super fun and fine, and nothing happened, So yeah, my husband and I got to have our first date night in over 4 years, and it was great. It was really great. Um, and also, I mean, it was Bill Bailey. Hello, it was amazing. I love Bill Bailey. He's great. And then on Saturday, my friend and I went to the Stephen West talk, which was amazing, of course. He is such a nice person and very, very calm. I would say he was a very calm person. um, and after that, I had an hour in between the two talks that were happening. We went to the Stephen West talk together, and then I went to the Bristol Ivy talk by myself. And in between that hour, I walked around the marketplace once more, just to make sure that I saw everything, got some gifts for people, and found some last minute things for myself, of course. And then I went to the Bristol Ivy talk, which was very interesting as well. And then we went to the city center and showed our friends the city of Dublin, because they've never been there and we've been there lots. So yeah, we showed them around and it was great. It was very full because there was a Bon Jovi concert happening at night and there were like 50,000 extra people, but it still was nice. It was really nice. And then we went back to the hotel and had dinner there. And I got very I was exhausted from the days, you know, the walking around and the lots of people, lots of things to see and lots of things to take in, speaking English all day, trying to translate stuff on the fly, and just the hordes of people in Dublin. And then I got hungry and we had to wait for a very long time. So I got hangry and I was done. I was done for that day. And I went to bed with him at like 9:30 and I slept until he woke me up the next morning at night at 8:15 and said, "Mommy, you want to get up now?" It's like, no, but I did, because on Sunday I had a class with Stephen West, and I'm going to talk about that class now. So we were told to bring different yarns to try. You know, the class was called Color Play the West Knits Way. So we were instructed to bring different leftovers and different sized needles to play around. And I decided to bring the ugliest selection of yarn I could find. I wanted to bring as many different colors as possible and as many different textures as possible. So I ended up bringing these two floofy yarns. I brought this interesting number that I had gotten for a weaving project. I brought this very weirdly textured linen yarn. And then just, you know, sock yarn leftovers in all the colors, you know. And I used up some of the yarns that I brought. So, I mean, if I can try to hold this all up. Can I hold this all up once? Yeah. So this is the ugliest selection of yarn ever, and I would never use these together. But you know, I thought to myself, I can blend colors that go together nicely on my own. So I'm gonna take ugly stuff. And to be honest, the finished piece of the finished swatch we knit ended up being not as awful as I thought it would be. So we did a lot of marling and blending, and then we knit some bubbles. He showed us how to weave in ends on the fly, which was very interesting because I've never done that, and this is going to save me lots of time in the future. So here is my my swatch that I ended up with. As you can see, some of the yarns were quite a bit thicker than the other ones, so it's very wonky. But I suppose if I were to pick up stitches around here, you know, and use this for something, it would just work itself out, you know. So yeah, this is the swatch I ended up with. And to be fair, I think it's not as awful as it could have been, considering the yarns that I had. So I have no idea if I'm going to use this for anything, or if I'm just going to hang it somewhere in my room and use it to hold cable needles or stuff like that. You know, I just don't know yet. I don't think I want this in anything I'd ever wear, mainly because this yarn here felt like crazy. It was one of the yarns that I used for my EYF bag for the weaving project that I did, and this felt so. I don't want to use this for a piece of clothing because, you know, I want to be able to wash things in the washer if need be. So yeah, I'm not sure yet what I will do with it, but it was interesting and I got quite a lot of knitting done in that class. So yeah, that was the class. It was very, very great. Other people, of course, had beautiful selection of yarns that all went together in the first place, and they ended up with beautiful things that they can use later. I ended up with this, but I wanted to try something very weird and different, and that's what I did. So I'm quite happy with that. What I also did was a side project. My friend Linda couldn't be at Woollinn, and I am knitting the Parachute by Stephen West right now. It was my travel project, and Linda is the model for the pattern. So what I did was I ripped her picture out of the pattern, put the pattern in my knitting bag, folded Linda up into a piece that was this big, and I put her in my pocket, and I took pictures wherever we went. So if this was Linda, I would hold her up and just take a picture of her in front of stuff. And I posted a lot of these on Instagram just to make her feel included and to make her smile. I realized it was a bit weird and crazy. And I also walked up to people. I would never, ever walk up to anybody and ask if they would take a picture with me, because that's just, first of all, what do I do with that picture? I mean, I don't understand that. And also, I would just be mortified. But somehow I had no problem walking up to people asking if it would be okay for me to take a picture of them holding this little piece of paper with my friend's face on. So I did that as well. And I put up pictures, and yeah, that was my fun little side project for my not EYF, for my Woollinn weekend. Also, I'm going to show you my beautiful mug. The maker is called Hocus Pocus Crafts. She has an Etsy shop. She's German. And it's a handmade mug. I love handmade mugs. Most of my mugs are handmade because I kind of love them. Okay, so now on to all the things I bought. I bought lots of stuff because it's me and that's what I do. I have no internal stopping feeling. So I'm going to show you the one thing that I bought for my husband first. I got one skein of Otherworldly Yarns. That is the label. Oh, come on. Here we go. Otherworldly Yarns on Etsy. It is the Ophelia base, which is a superwash base of Poledale, which is a blend of, you know, in the sheep, a cross of Polwarth and Corriedale. So that's Poledale and nylon blend, and I bought this to knit something for my husband. And I think he decided on a hat. He wants a hat out of it, so I will make him a hat. Oh, my hair is driving me crazy. You know, life is great. I used to have a bit more hair when I was a bit younger, and then I got pregnant, and my hair broke off and just fell out, and I have this like €2 big, almost round piece of skull where there is no hair, and of course my hair always falls down and exposes that a little bit. You know, things they don't tell you about pregnancy. So yeah, that is driving me crazy because it always looks like I'm bald, and I am in that spot, but that's life. Can't change that. Okay, now back to things I bought. And hopefully my hair will stop driving me crazy. I got 3 skeins from Liz because she was the sweetest person ever. She is so cute and fun, and I just wanted to buy stuff from her. You know how that is when you you like a vendor as a person so much that you want to buy stuff from them. That's how I felt with her. She is so cute and fun. She's from Greece. And I got these 3 skeins. They have Selena in them. And the colorway is Sirius Black, because most of her yarns are named after characters from Harry Potter or other geeky things. And yeah, I got Sirius Black on the Asteria base, which is superwash merino nylon and gold stellina. I have these 3 skeins. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them. Sweater, cardigan, something. But I mean, I love the colors. It's browns and grays and black, just very much me. So yeah, that was from Liz. And she has a, what's the word? What is the word? She has a website and you can find it at treliz.eu. So I got these 3. Then I'm gonna do the Woollinn in the end because it's in between everything else. I got 1 skein of Walk collection of, Walk yarn or bulk. It's a random bulk, which means it's a trial where she tried out a colorway and it didn't get picked up or wasn't what she was looking for. And this is the Lux base. Lux Light, 70 alpaca, 20 silk, 10% cashmere, 600 meters for 100 grams. And I adore this. This is gorgeous. No idea what I'm going to do with it. I am eyeing the Jenny Flowers top by Woollinn Knits in Paris. And I'd need a second skein of contrasting lace weight. And I'm pretty sure I will find something in my stash. I do have a beautiful 100% silk and a mustard yellow solid or semi-solid. That could work because there is this golden yellow in here. Ooh, I think I like that. Ooh. Okay. Then you go over here. Let's see. There should be a second one of this. Where is it? At the bottom. Of course it's at the bottom. Nope, it's not you. There we go. I got these 2 skeins from Unbelievable. To be honest, I haven't heard of them before. They were a new to me dyer. But I really like these. They're also with stellina in it. 2 skeins. I want to do some kind of t-shirt top thing. Don't know yet which pattern, but the colorway is called Digging for Gold. And yeah, it's from Unbelievable. There's the website. So that's these 2. Then I got 1 skein. Oof. Of this super interesting weird yarn. It's 90% merino and 10% nylon, and I got it from Hey J Hand-Dyed Yarns, and it is this weird textured yarn. You see? It looks like hand spun with some coils in it, actually. And I thought, having taken or having been in the talk by Stephen West, not having taken the class yet, I thought that I could use some more interesting textured stuff to spice up some of my knitting, or specifically to spice up some West knit shawls and other projects in my future. So I decided on this one. There was another vendor, Dye Candy. She also had this base, but I liked this colorway best out of all of the weirdly textured yarns, so I decided for this one. And also Hey J is a new to me dyer, and I was excited to try her out. So I got this interesting thing. Then, let's see, is that all yarn out now? Okay, I got 2 skeins of yarn from Martin's Lab because I adore Justina and her husband. They are the nicest people. And this is the Sport base, which is called Aubrey Sport. It's a BFL and silk blend. And these were one of a kind colorways where they, they dyed up a colorway and it just didn't come out right. So I got these 2 beautiful colors. And I already know what to do with these because I got these specifically to knit a cowl from a book. I'm going to show that later. Now, let's go to the Woollinn yarn. So the first purchase for me on the festival was this gorgeousness. I got these 5 skeins of DK weight tweed yarn from Woollinn. Now come here. Here we go. These 5. They are so pretty. I mean, wow, they're so pretty. I could not get these because this is very much my absolute favorite green. So I decided to get them. And the colorway is pear. And this is 212 meters for 100 grams. So it's like worsted weight DK-ish yarn. So I got these 5 and I thought to myself, I wonder if 5 is enough, because I'm not super tiny, but I can make things work with 5 skeins. And then I walked around and I got back to Woollinn because they had another colorway that I just really, really liked. And they only had 3 of that, but I couldn't not get it. And while I was there and looking around, I saw on the wall up, they had some skeins hanging up for decoration. And I found 6 skeins, a pear colorway, and I of course got it because I'd rather have one more than I need than, run out. I think I have to sneeze. So I got a 6 skein of the beautiful pear colorway, and I am definitely going to make a cardigan out of these. And then I got these 3 skeins in the same base, and the colorway is Roe. I do not know. It's ROEH. But I mean, it's a very dark brown. It looks like black, but it's not. It's different shades of dark brown and gray, and it's gorgeous. And then I thought, I'm gonna knit whatever I want to make with the green yarn first. And if I have green left, I can use it with these and do some striping. Just use it with those. And I already have an idea for that project as well. So, oh my God, these are so beautiful. I wish there had been more because I would have gotten more, but that was all she had. I asked. That time I asked. So yeah, that is my gigantic pile of yarn. And I'm very happy with all of the things that I bought. But the yarn is not all. I got some notions and I got some patterns as well. So I'm gonna get out the patterns next, or books and patterns. And all the small stuff. Okay. I got this as a gift from my friend Sandy, which is a tube where you put your circular needles in. Can you see that slit? You put your needles through and they're protected. And I have one that I also got from Sandy, and I'm using it right now. And I said, you know what? I need to find more of these in the marketplace, and there weren't, so she gave me one that she had with her. I got this bag from Banshee Yarns. I got a skein of yarn for a friend at her booth, and she gave me this bag, tote bag. So it's BanshieYarns.com. She had beautiful yarn. And like I said, I got a skein for a friend, but I kept that one because why not? I also got some small things. So the very first thing I bought was this little Hobbit book stitch marker. I got that from you, Mama. And then a little bit later at Game of Crafting, I got this Game Boy pin, which is a glittery Game Boy pin with a ball of yarn. So I have these two in here. And then I got a pin from Bear and Sheep's Clothing as a gift. Here we go. Ouch! So I got this as a gift. We were walking past. These are very cute. This is a polar bear, if you're wondering. It's really cute. And then I got to, I cannot say that name. I'm very sorry, but I cannot speak Irish, but I got the Woollinn exclusive button from her. She's the lady behind the Sinister Cats. And this pin says, if I remember correctly, it says here, the Sinister Cats at Woollinn. And this cat says, we love yarn. And that one says, it's delicious. So this is Irish. And the Sinister Cats at Woollinn, we love yarn, it's delicious. I had to get it because it's, you know, it's a show exclusive. It's cats. I love cats, and it's Irish, and I love Ireland. So I got that one. Now I have itchy nose. Wonderful. And I also, at her booth, got this pendant, which you usually have a little ball in here, you know, a crystal ball of something. But this thing here is just empty. Or not empty, it's not empty. When you open it up, it has stitch markers in. So you can carry that as a jewelry, you know, wear it as a necklace, and you will always have stitch markers with you. So I got that, and it also came with a bunch of extra stitch markers. So yeah, I got this. And I also bought, for sewing, Merchant and Mills pins. These are size 7 black enamel pins, and they are 5 centimeters long and very thin. And I got these specifically for sewing because I like longer pins when I sew. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I have very big hands and that's just easier for me. But I'm not a big fan of the normal sized sewing pins. So far, I've done all my sewing with the large pins that you take for quilting. But they are not ideal because they're very thick, and these are super thin. So I got a pack of those to try out, and if I really like them, I'm going to order more because that's going to be worth it. Now, I went to the Martin's Lab booth, and we went in the morning, and I got things there. I got the new Chonita pattern, which is a sweater that Justina was wearing, and she had a sample hanging in the booth as well. And the sample that she was not wearing that was hanging around was in their linen base, you know, their merino linen fingering weight base. And I need 3 skeins to make this. And I do have 3 skeins of a very beautiful lemony lime green that I got last year at Woollinn. And I'm going to use them to knit this because it's his yarn and her pattern. It's, you know, it's perfect. Then I bought the book Homecoming, which is the newest collection of patterns made specifically for Martin's Lab, and all of them are made in the Aubrey Sport yarn. And I got these 2 for the cowl in here. by Justina. It's this one here. It's called Bezel, or I'm actually not sure how to say it. And I got these two for that. And if I have leftovers, which I actually hope I will, I'm gonna knit the Fingerless Mitts by Bristol Ivy. Ooh, shit. That are also in here. And as this is the original yarn, I'm just hoping that I will have enough to make both of these projects and have a matching set in the end. That's kind of what I want to do with these two. So now they can go onto the yarn pile over here. Okay. I also got the Stillness book. I did not get the other two because I already have them. This is the collection that they released, I think, last year. I'm not sure. What does it say? 2017. So this is from 2 years ago. And I decided to get it because there's a lot of projects in here that I can see myself knitting up. So it was worth getting. Then the actual absolute first thing I bought was Line Magazine issue number 8, because I have all of them. I love all of them. And I specifically did not pre-order this one because I knew I was going to be able to get it at Woollinn just like 2 or 3 weeks after it was released. So it was worth the wait. I love everything in here like I always do. It's a very, very beautiful magazine. And then one thing that I got, it's a pattern. I like it a lot, but I hesitated getting it for 2 reasons. First of all, it's a lace weight cardigan, but I do have lace weight yarn. You know, I have a lot of skeins of Wollmeise lace that would be perfect for it. But the other thing that made me not actually want to get it in the first place is the size. So I got this. This is a pattern by Louisa Harding. Does it say anywhere that it's by Louisa Harding? No. It says Yarn Tillier, but I'm pretty sure that is Louisa Harding. I'm not sure. Like pretty sure, but not 100% sure. So there was a sample of this in their booth. And I really liked it. I thought it would look amazing with my Hollyburn skirts or even my gathered skirts because it just hits a little below the natural waist. You know, it doesn't go too far down. And then I looked at the pattern. I would consider myself to be average in size. I have a 38-inch bust. That's 96 centimeters for centimeter people. This thing here, the largest size is 100 centimeters. That's a 39.5-inch bust. So that's actually the size I should make because one down is 95.5 centimeters, which should be okay, but I'm a very tight knitter, so I usually have to go up a size. So if you are any bigger than me, you cannot make this. And that's, you know, with the whole conversation we have been having, I really struggled with myself if I should get this or not, because size inclusivity looks very different to me. Yeah, I ended up getting it because I really like it and I think it will look good with my skirts. But I think it's very sad that I am the largest person who can knit this. So that's all I'm going to say, because last time when I talked about size inclusivity, a lot of people decided to unsubscribe to my podcast because, you know, speaking up and saying things that are true is not something that a lot of people appreciate. So if you're still here, I do appreciate you a lot. And so yeah, that is what I bought at Woollinn. Can I hold all of these at once? No, sometimes it's good to have really big hands. Ta-da! I mean, it's a lot. It really is a lot. But I love all of them. I just do. And I can pick them up with both, with just, you know, at once. So it's not too bad. I also went to the Wollmeise summer sale right when we came home, but I'm going to show all of the things that I got there and the classes that I took there, the end results of that. I'm going to show that in my next usual normal podcast that I have no idea when I will be able to do that. What is this? What did I do? I just put this on like 5 minutes ago. By the way, the t-shirt I'm wearing and also the cardigan I'm wearing are me made today. So, but yeah, I managed to get it dirty already. Oh well. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that was my Woollinn experience. I loved Woollinn. I was so happy to be able to go back to Ireland, which is, my happy place. I come to Ireland and I feel like coming home and I feel so much better instantly. And it was like that this time as well because, my heart lives in Ireland, I think. And yeah, I just love I love the festival because it was relaxed. I felt like it was relaxed and nice and lots of beautiful vendors and beautiful yarn, and there was a lot of fiber as well, which was great because from a spinner's point of view, which I am a spinner, I just haven't been spinning at all. So I didn't buy any fiber because that just didn't really make sense to me. But there was lots and lots of fiber at the festival, which is great for, for a festival to have yarn and fiber. In lots of different vendors had fiber, and that was just great. So all in all, a wonderful festival. I cannot wait to go back next year because I really want to go back next year. It's in Ireland and it's a beautiful festival. So yeah, I really liked it. I enjoyed the 2 talks I was able to go to. I loved the class with Stephen West, who is such a nice person. And yeah, it was a wonderful experience altogether. So I can just recommend the Woollinn Festival. It's nice, really, really nice. So I'm going to stop talking now and work on my parachuting because I'm really far with that actually, and I want to get it done soon. So I need to work on it. And I have no idea when I'm going to record a podcast, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, but I'm not sure. So there's one thing I have to say now. There is going to be a VKN tomorrow. That is Saturday, the 22nd of June. And it's going to be at 9 p.m. Berlin time. Like always, I will put up a link in the Ravelry group and you just have to click on that link and you have joined the VKN. That's all you have to do. The VKN stands for Virtual Knit Night, and it's basically a video chat where we hang out and knit and talk and just enjoy ourselves. So if you want to check it out, please come over, join, and find out if you like it. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a wonderful time, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.